Actually, found my sock in my sheets last night.
You know at the playground how they have those wood chips or whatever? I always get those stuck in my throat. Enough is enough. Come on. Let me make sure that I have my internet on.
Do we need to sign a release form?
Well, you're not going to be in it, don't worry, unless I can just show you guys right now. But
Any money she makes,
Right.
you get
40%.
you get 40%. Each person gets 40% for being in. No, I was just having everybody say hi. Everybody say hi. Hi. But you won't be on in the video, don't worry. Hi, Kinley. Okay. There. Can we see? All right, yeah. One day I'll get my life together. It's not going to be this year, but it's going to be one day. All right, welcome everybody. Look how many people we have. So happy. All right, we do have a couple of new people. Is it your first time to yoga though, or just to my class? Is anyone first time to my class or to yoga? Everyone's done yoga then. I lied. Just to my class. Okay. Well, you're in for a treat. It's a little different.
Ours was with goats though last time we did it.
What? Stephanie, we need some goats. Do you
Yeah.
about that this morning.
Does anybody have goats? Okay, get back on track. Get back. All right, here we go. So, in all seriousness, please make it your own. Always make any adjustments that you need or want to. And if there's ever anything that I'm doing that you do, even if you can do it, but you just want to do something else, please do it. I will not ever get offended. All right, so let's just take a minute or two and come into our breath, come to our mat. Soften through the eyelids. Soften any expressions. And as you inhale through the nose, feel your belly rise. And exhale through the mouth. You should feel your belly fall. And that's how you know you are taking diaphragm, breaths through your diaphragm. And as you're coming to your breath, just take a minute to set an intention for class, and that could be anything from just pushing aside your long to-do list or focusing on your form, not being hard on yourself. Whatever that is that resonates with you, set that in your heart and stay with it throughout class. I like to imagine writing things down on a list that are stressing me out and then pushing them aside and knowing that I can revisit them at a more appropriate time. All right. Take your time. Stay there if you need to. When you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. We're going to start with an inhale, reaching the arms up. And let's exhale. Oh, if you have your blocks side to side, that might be helpful to place your hands. You probably won't need it, just in case you do though. So inhale up, exhale, left hand down, opposite arm reaches over, find length through the spine. So rather than dipping down, you want to try to reach tall. Good. Inhale up. Exhale, plant that right hand down. Really reach with that opposing hand. Good. Inhale up. Exhale, plant the palm. Stretch long. one more here. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, plant that right hand down. Reach tall with that opposite hand. All right, bring your hands to your knees, and we're just gonna take little circles, working our way around the rib cage and any just gentle movement that you feel maybe you need. All right, let's meet together in the center. Let's take a big inhale, feel your belly rise. And exhale, this time we're gonna plant the left hand down and twist to the side. We'll stay here for a few breaths. So using that opposite hand on your knee, and I want you to keep your torso tall. So don't round as you stretch from there, but keep a tall torso and twist from the spine. All right, good. On your next exhale, go ahead and release. Take a deep inhale here. And that's why if you need your blocks, you can use that on your hand. But inhale here. Exhale, left hand to the right knee. Keep that torso tall. And with any twist like this, it's very important to take those deep belly breaths to release. And go ahead and release. Last thing, we're just going to take some really exaggerated shoulder rolls. So pushing your shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Go backwards, and then just do a couple forwards. All right, when you're ready, let's go ahead and make our way onto our hands and knees for tabletop. So before we begin, try to think about externally rotating through the shoulders. What that's gonna look like is it's gonna be, your elbow pits are gonna be forward as you try to spread through there, but don't focus too much on it, it will come with time. So your hands are still forward, but you're gonna rotate through your shoulders. And it's not a big deal. If this is one of your first classes, don't worry, you're not gonna be perfect the first time. All right, let's inhale, look up, raise your tailbone to the sky, drop through the belly. Exhale, press through your palms, see if you can drop through your head, tuck your tailbone under. Round back, inhale, looking up. Exhale. And see how much of a rounded spine you can get through that exhale. Inhale, looking up. Exhale. So it's like there's a flame right underneath your belly. You're gonna draw away from that flame and keep rising up, 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 up. Good. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, press through those palms. Good, right up through there. So good, yeah. Right through there. All right, inhale, let's take it back to neutral. All right. We're gonna kick that left, is that my left? Left foot back. And keep that rounded spine. So let's all remember, we're gonna keep that rounded spine where we're pulling that, like you're pulling your rib cage up, constantly thinking about a flame right underneath your rib cage and your belly button. So you're sucking up and in, even throughout this movement. All right, so now let's try to raise that left leg up while keeping that core brace, drawing those ribs in. All right, so without falling through the hips, so letting your hip fall to the side, see if maybe you can start to bring that leg out to the side. It will feel crazy. If you need to bump it down, you can. Norm, that's so good. I know we're kind of like in tight quarters.
Me too.
We're in tight quarters, I apologize. So, and then bring it back. And what this will look like, if you're gonna do it, your knee is pointing down right now. As you bring it to the side, your knee is gonna be pointing forward. And then maybe you can try to bring it all the way up. And then bring it out to the side. And then back down. So let's try that just one more time. So in order to do this, you gotta keep that core, like your back like a camel. Bring it in. And forwards, the floor is lava, I know. And bring it out to the side. And kick it back down. Drop that knee. Let's push it down into child's pose. Rocking side to side gently. So always remember, don't be hard on yourself. These are always just challenges to work up towards. So many times in every class, but especially yoga, we only watch the teacher and then we think, why am I the only one that can't do it? No, almost nobody, including the teacher, can do it. So don't be too hard on yourself. All right. Let's come back up on to our hands and knees. I'm going to face you this time, see if that might be more helpful. All right, so round your back still. And that's going to be, the more you can round your back and pull your core in. Look at this. Good job. Okay, so lift that right leg. Round through the spine. Then start to bring it out to the side. Now your knee is pointing forward. Keep on bringing it forward. The floor is lava. And press it back. And knee is down. So good. So another option is to keep that knee bent. Or that leg bent. That might be a little easier. You can try both. All right, let's try one more time. Kicking that leg back. Then bringing it out to the side. And I just caught myself twisting my torso, so don't do like me. And then bring that leg forward. And back. And drop it down. Let's push back into our child's pose. And take just a couple of breaths here. Find your focus again. And know that you can always come back to child's pose at any time. All right, when you're ready, let's go ahead and come back up. Actually, before we push into our downward facing dog, let's just do one quick drill. Let's raise your arms up and now bring them out to a T. So now how your palms are facing down, rotate your shoulders until your palms are facing up. So now keep that same position through your shoulders. See how I can keep that same position, but then my hands can move freely? So it has to come from your shoulders. So let's try it one more. Reach up. Bring your arms out to the side and rotate your shoulders externally. Everyone's doing so good. Perfect job there. All right, now keep that external rotation and then bring your hands down. It's really hard, I know, but it is gonna be a whole lot easier if you start to learn right off the bat. Good job, Norm. All right, let's push our hips up and back for our first downward facing dog. So with your downward facing dog, who cares if your heels are touching the mat? Who cares if your legs are straight or bent? What I want you to think about is raising those hips up as high as you can. All right, look to the front of your mat. I'm gonna step it forward. If you wanna hop, be my guest. We're gonna take a big, huge step forward with the right foot, and then the left, taking it into our forward fold. Inhale, reaching the arms all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart centers. Samusitehi. My favorite word. All right, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hinge from the hip. Keep your back straight, coming to your forward fold. All right, inhale, place your hands on your shin. Find that halfway lift. So find a flat back and sassy booty. So arching your back. That's the only time I allow sassy booty is during extension of the spine. All right, now let's exhale, forward fold. Since I messed up, we're gonna do that one more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step, jump, hop, or walk your feet back. Take it through your chaturanga if that's in your practice. Otherwise, let's take it to knees, chest, chin down. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And with this, you can breathe normal. With this, let's keep that external rotation, so puff your chest out. Super good. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, look to the front of your mat. Step, jump, or hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. You were right, Norm. Exhale, forward fold. I'll get it this next time. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart center, Samusitehi. All right, adding on from here. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, sit your hips back into your chair pose. So reaching tall and keeping those shoulders pressing back. Let's take one more inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, length through the spine, that nice flat back, look forward. Exhale, plant the palms, step, jump, hop back into your vinyasa. You can take it through your vinyasa, either knees, chest, chin down, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, inhale, step the right foot forward. So big, huge step forward. Plant that left heel down. Sweep the arms up. Coming into our warrior one. Let's stay here for just a few breaths. So what you want with your warrior one, if that foot makes your hip feel uncomfortable, rotate it however you want to, right? We're not trying to hurt our knees. Do what feels best. That's what I say. All right, and then feel free to come lunge into that and try to keep those arms pressing back without flaring your ribs. Super good. All right, with your next exhale, let's press, plant the palms, step that right foot back, take it through your chaturanga, or knees, chest, chin down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the left foot forward, plant the right heel down, sweep the arms up, coming into our warrior one. So again, think about keeping your ribs down, so don't flare. I'm mostly talking to myself. That's the hardest thing for me, is to make sure I'm not flaring through the ribs. All right, exhale, plant the palms, step it through your vinyasa, knees, chest, chin down, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look towards the front of your mat, step, jump, or hop forward. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart center, Samusitihi. Inhale, reach the arms up, sit the hips back for your chair pose. Lower Norm. There you go. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Nobody be paranoid, I only pick on Norm. And Daryl Tate. And Kevin. Actually, a lot of people. All right, plant your palms. And Stephanie. All right. Knees, chest, chin down, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward. This time, keep that left foot off of the mat. We're gonna come into our crescent lunge, which I like better than warrior one, because warrior one is really hard for a lot of people to get their hip right. All right, so breathe normal with this. Now I want you to actively tuck your tailbone under. So I don't know if you can see that difference, but you're gonna tuck through there, suck your ribs in, and perfect. Everybody looks perfect. Everyone's perfect. So proud. All right. Now, catch your breath with your next inhale, reach up. This is where it's gonna be hard. I want you to keep your back as flat as you can. We're gonna keep reaching forward to fold forward. Then on an inhale, let's go ahead and inhale, reach the arms up. I know, it's so hard for me. All right, your next exhale, go ahead and fold forward. Keep reaching, keep reaching. One of the best things you can do for your core and back strength. Inhale, reach back up. So good. Exhale, plant your palms. Take it through your vinyasa, or just go straight to down dog. Totally up to you. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, inhale, step the left foot forward. Keep that right heel off the mat. Reach the arms up. Coming into our crescent lunge. Same thing. I just caught myself sticking my belly out, right? And doing sassy booty. Sassy booty is not allowed in any crescent lunge, low lunge, because we're trying to find flexion of the spine. Very good, very good. There you go. She was like, I see you watching me, and then she just corrected herself. Okay, now, which foot is forward?
Left.
It is. Left foot is forward, as I said. Now inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hand at the hip. So if you lift weights or do any of that outside of it, we're just doing a deadlift, essentially. Then inhale, arms come back up. Tuck that tailbone, Kate. All right. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach the arms up. So good. Exhale, plant the palms. Step it through. Your vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin down. Exhale into, hopefully you did inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look to the front of your mat. Step, jump, or hop. I'm gonna step. Feet forward, inhale. Arms come all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Samusitihi. Feel free to get a drink whenever you need to. In fact, I'll leave a couple of seconds. Only seconds. All right. We're at Samusitihi. Took me a minute. All right. We're gonna take it through the Hatha Yoga sun salutation, so you might get a little confused for a second. You'll catch on, I promise. So let's inhale, reach the arms up, maybe come into a gentle back bend. Exhale, hinge at the hip. Take it into a forward fold. Listen for the change. Inhale, step the right foot back. Exhale, step the left foot back. And then either take it through your vinyasa, which is knees, chest, chin down, or chaturanga. Or you can go straight into downward facing dog. I highly recommend taking knees, chest, chin down, unless you're a push-up person or you've been doing this kind of thing for a while. It's hard for me even to do it. So exhale, push your hips back. To downward facing dog. Inhale, this time step the right foot forward. My brain is only half working. It took me that long to figure out where we were in the sun salutation. All right, exhale, step the left foot forward. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up.
Half of half is only a quarter.
Wait. Exhale, hands to the heart center, Samusitihi. Inhale, reach the arms up. Take it into your gentle back bend if you want. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step the right foot back. Exhale, step the left foot back. Take it through your vinyasa. Or go straight into downward facing dog. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Now inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart center, Samusitihi. Let's add on from here. Inhale, reach the arms up. Taking it into a gentle back bend. Very good. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, big step back with your right foot, listen up. Drop that back knee. Stick with your breath. You can inhale, exhale as you please. And now we're gonna come into a low lunge or Anjaneyasana. What I wanna see is you actively scoop those hips under and suck your belly in and then press forward. You might not even be leaning forward at all and you'll still feel that stretch. Yeah, you feel it right here? Anybody? Bobby does. We got a few people. Norm, that's when you say, yeah.
Well, it was Bobby's turn.
Okay. So, all right, from here, we're gonna, on an exhale, let's push those hips back. So see how I was here, now I'm gonna push it back. Now we're gonna do the opposite of scoop hip. Now we're gonna do sassy booty. So you're gonna sassy booty it out, arch your lower back. Straighten that front foot. Are we left foot forward?
Left foot
Okay.
forward.
So this is your half split. Most of y'all will probably want to use blocks. I will be using blocks. My hamstrings are mad at me. So you can place those blocks because you want to keep that arching of this arch of your back and keep on reaching tall through the chest. So see the difference between this or keeping your back super flat, and do you feel it more when you arch your lower back? Maybe. All right, inhale. Let's come into our Anjaneyasana. Scoop, tuck your tailbone under. Exhale, sassy booty, half split. Push the blocks to the side unless you don't have them. Let's plant the palms. Step it back, take it through your vinyasa, or go straight to downward facing dog. Up to you. So inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, inhale. Step the right foot forward this time. Let's plant that left knee down. Come into Anjaneyasana on the other side. Tuck your tailbone under. Push that hip forward. If you're still not feeling it, this is my side that is ouching more. So if you're still not feeling it here, try to, if anyone's knees hurt, raise your hand and I'll come bring you. Do you want one of those? It does. That really helps and we have plenty. You want one? All right, everyone stay there. Coming, bringing gifts for the whole world.
Thank you.
Seriously, yeah, don't be anyone else. Okay, I'll leave it here if anyone wants it. I'm so happy we have those because those really help. I know that pressure on your knee. This one is, which one is that?
Right foot forward.
I'm not making a joke. I'm literally dyslexic, so thanks for bearing with me. All right, try one more thing. If you want to lean to away the opposite side of the hip that's back, you'll feel that more. Hurts immediately, right? I know. Isn't it funny as yoga teachers, we're like, oh, it hurts? Yay! You know? All right, now let's do the opposite. Exhale, sit those hips back, coming into our half split. Few breaths there. Plant the palms, step it back into your downward facing dog or take it through your vinyasa and let's get this one. And look to the front of your mat, step, jump, or hop your feet forward. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart center, Samosiki. I'm so proud of you all. It's been a tough class. All right. Inhale, let's reach the arms up. You'll soon figure out the theme of class with this next one. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step the right foot back. But this time, we're not gonna drop through the knee. So, if it's okay for you, you can come up into the crescent lunge, or you can keep your hands down on the mat, whatever feels best for you. We're gonna reach your arms up, coming into the crescent lunge. And then on an exhale, so right now your flexion of the spine, on an exhale, let's lean it forward, step that back foot forward a little, coming into a modified pyramid pose. Stay here for just a few breaths. So with pyramid pose, feel free to use blocks, and I want you to keep that back as straight as you can. And you're hinging from the hip. Super good form. All right, with your next inhale, let's come up into our crescent lunge. Exhale, drop the hands, come into your modified pyramid pose. One more time, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, pyramid pose. And inhale, go ahead and plant the palms. On an exhale, step that left foot back. You can either take it through your chaturanga or go straight into your downward facing dog. I skipped another one, don't judge. All right. Inhale, are we doing left foot now? Left foot forward? Yes, I think so. Inhale, step the left foot forward. Goodness gracious. I know why, it's because I took it from our sun salutation. All right, so you can either sweep those arms up, coming into that
Yep, we did left foot.
We already did the left.
right foot forward. Thank you very much.
That was my bad. Delirious.
I'm sorry. Whatever foot you did last time, do the other one, if you can remember. All right. On an exhale, let's go ahead and lean it forward, coming into our pyramid pose. So you'll find that the theme of this class is taking your spine from flexion to extension, in between flexion, extension, or sassy booty, and scoop the hips under. This is so good for anybody having back pain. Your spine needs to move through its full range of motion to be happy. All right, inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, pyramid pose. Inhale, reach the arms up. Last time, exhale, pyramid pose. And inhale, plant the palms. Exhale, step it back. Take it through your vinyasa. I'm going to take it knees, chest, chin down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, let's go ahead and drop it down to the knees. And maybe just watch just one time. You can do this entire sequence either on your knees or from down dog to plank. So choose your own. So if you're doing it on your knees, you're gonna lift that leg up, then you're gonna bring it forward, and then watch. I'm gonna try to, instead of bringing it forward, you see yoga teachers doing this all the time. I don't think that does anything. I want you to think about bringing your knee up and hugging it up as high as you can to your chest. That's called compression. That's what's gonna work your TVA. So you're gonna lift, bring it forward and then up, or an option to be from downward facing dog, lift, and then bring it forward into plank. And then from here, watch, I'm gonna pull it up. Try to hug that knee in. So let's all give it a try, either on your knees. So you're gonna take it from either on your knees, kicking it back, bringing it forward and then hugging it up, or you can do it from downward facing dog, lift, and then bring it forward from there. So either one, give it a try. Good job. In. Yeah, there it is. Good job. All right, let's switch legs. Again, with my class, this is a little extra than yoga, right? So don't feel bad if you're like, this is a nutty thing to do. It'll take at least 6 more months for you to like me. All right, on your hands and knees. Let's switch sides. Kick it back, bring it forward, and then draw your knee up, 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 and in. If you want to try it from downward facing dog, you're gonna lift that leg up, coming into your 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring that knee forward, coming into a high plank, and then draw your knee up, 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 and in.
Okay, when our knees are in, are our backs supposed to be flat or rounded?
No, rounded.
Okay.
Flexion of the spine, no sassy booty when you bring your foot forward. That's a really good question. Because the more you round, you're working your core. Anytime you have a rounded back, then that will be from there. All right, once you've given that a try, let's go ahead and come into some seated poses since we've all killed ourselves. Okay, so is there any way you can pass out tennis balls? Sorry, we're gonna just do a little bit of myofascial release. If you don't want to, you can do, we're gonna work through the same thing, just coming up and then forward fold, taking it into your hamstring stretch. Sue is my unpaid assistant. She's so amazing. Thank you, Sue. You're amazing. Thank you, Sue. Yeah. Help a little. That was no help, sorry. All right, so you're gonna take your tennis ball. This is gonna be a fun experience, just to warn you. Again, if you don't want to, you can just take it into your forward fold. Okay, so if this is available for you, if you can do kind of this situation where one knee is up and then you're gonna be kind of leaning forward, you're gonna take that ball and sit right on top of it. So you're putting it onto the meaty part of your tush, your bottom. Ooh. Ouch. It hurt, yeah. She said ouch. So, and then I have been seen to roll gently. I want you to just roll either forward and back, side to side, only until you find that trigger point. So once you find the trigger point, then you sit still. Because then it's just going to be gravity releasing the muscle. So this is called myofascial release. And it's the fastest way that I know to increase mobility, help prevent injuries, bring blood flow to that muscle. And unfortunately, you do have to breathe for this to work. So if you're finding it's, all joking aside, I sometimes hold my breath, right? When it's hard, try to breathe deeply and that will help release that muscle. Our muscles will release as you put your body into your parasympathetic nervous system. So when you feel like there's trauma, right, coming on, and your body doesn't know what trauma is. They can't tell between a car accident, like you're bracing yourself for impact, or ouch, I just put myself through a stretch that's really deep, right? Then your Golgi tendons start to act up. So your Golgi tendons are gonna act up and tense up. If you can stay and relax and breathe deeply, then your Golgi tendons will say, okay, this is not trauma. Now I can let you stretch into the muscle. So that is the point of longer duration or myofascial release. All right, so try to move now more onto the side. So it's almost as if you're in between a side plank and forward. So you're not, and if this is a lot on your wrists, because it is on mine, you can absolutely feel free to lay down and do it that way. So did I just knock my water? Oh, nope. I got two bosses here today, so gotta be on my semi-best. On my best. Didn't say that's gonna be good, it's just my own personal best. So again, if it's hurting your wrists, not supposed to, you can lean back. Daryl, can I pick on you? So see how Daryl's like leaning back into it? That's another way, or you can actually just lay all the way down. It just might be a little hard to see. Ow. It hurts worse when you lay down, I know, I'm sorry. There's just no way for it not to hurt. But afterwards, it's gonna help so much. So if you've ever had a deep tissue massage and they just find that trigger point and then they'll push down and just stay there and apply that pressure. And sometimes, not always, but you'll even feel the muscle kind of spasm and then completely release. So it does work, I promise you. All right, let's switch legs. So it's just below your ischial tuberosity, that your butt bone, right? That's right where your hamstring has three different, it attaches. What am I trying to say? That bone is where three different muscles from your hamstring attaches, or originates rather. So that's why you need to find that place, head of the hamstring. Is that what I'm trying to say? Ow. Ugh. Okay. And nobody has said it today, which I appreciate, but almost always somebody says, what's the point of this, right? I get it, it hurts bad. The point is that you're gonna release that muscle, and sometimes there are muscles that cannot be released by just stretching. You need to apply physical manipulation, either by doing it yourself, right? By sitting, applying, using gravity to push down on that muscle, or getting a massage, something of the sort. All right, let's lean onto the side now. Super, super huge, huge, huge things to take for giving us all of the tennis balls. That was so nice of him. So if you want to do this at home, I can almost guarantee you have something similar to a tennis ball, right? It's gonna hurt a lot more if you get something really hard like a softball or a baseball, right? But a lacrosse ball, really like anything, go in your kids' room, grandkids' room, and take something that's like or if you, just anything really will work.
I'll bring more.
I think we have have
I
a,
already filled it up
thank you.
twice.
I know.
I got a ton.
So gives you permission to take one home, right? If you wanna do it at home, you can take one home.
It'll be full up by tomorrow morning.
Aw.
Tonight.
Super big thanks, that's awesome. It's changed our,
Plus you can throw it at your kids, or your grandkids.
or your animals,
Dogs.
the
love it.
dogs, they
German
love it.
Shepherds love
You
it.
have Labrador retrievers, you don't have any tennis balls that are cheap.
Really? Breathe into this, breathe if you can. So always remember, if you wanna do this at home, you can do this absolutely every day. I do. I do not miss a day without doing honest to goodness. So I do not miss a day where I'm doing some kind you can use. So I think Norm, are you doing it? He's using the block. You can also elevate and then put the ball right on the occipitals up by here. If you're getting migraines, there's a lot of different ways. I just didn't leave enough time to get to too many more. Let's just do one more actually. So there's a couple of ways that you can try this. You can either place a block down and then put the ball there, but you want it right at the base of where your hair meets, where your hair starts. Is that what I'm trying to say? And then you're gonna just lean back onto it. The second way, if you just take the yoga block, right, and you're gonna place it on an angle so that this edge digs right into it, and then you're just gonna lay back onto it. And it should feel amazing. It shouldn't hurt. It should feel. Do you want to walk to try it? I'll try. Yeah, it feels better if you elevate and then try either with that. Does that feel better?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Not rolling away.
is it rolling away?
It's not.
Okay, if it starts to roll away, you can either place it there, or again, you can try to place the block on an angle. And I can show you, do you want me to show you the block way? And just see if you like it. Okay, I think it's gotta lean up again. There you go, and then lean it, so you could move it on an angle, but it's just gonna dig into that. So whichever way feels best. You can kind of play it, and if you need help, or you want me to come on and help you adjust that, you can raise your hand, and I will help. I think the ball is easier personally. It might take a little bit, and sometimes it's even to the side a little bit, like right behind your ear, right behind there. That can help a lot. It's
I
very
can
easy
do it better with
with there, yeah, it just depends.
Is
Where
the
do you
ball
find it? So if the ball slides, put your block on an angle like Norm up here. So it doesn't really matter if it's away or to you, but you're just gonna lean back on until you're on that ridge.
this. Kind of right even with the bottom of my ear.
Yes, like right where your ears are, there. And if you're not finding any relief, you can try moving it up a little bit or down a little bit. So anywhere from your upper traps, or there's a muscle, I can't say sternocleidomastoid, I call it your STM. So your sternocleidomastoid up by here that you can lean onto, as well as your scalenes, are those muscles right along the side. All of those, your traps, your sternocleidomastoid, your scalenes, all of those, and right up by your occipitals, those are so many times what causes migraines. So always give that a try. All right, and you can feel free this, or we're gonna make our way into our final pose of class, which is our Savasana. So you can take your time making your way into this. Let's all close our eyes, soften through the eyelids. And again, during this time, I find it helpful to visualize writing down a list of all the things that you have to do, all of the things that are on your mind, and then visualize literally pushing it to the side, saying, all right, I can deal with this at a more appropriate time. This time is a time for relaxation. All right, everyone's eyes are closed so nobody will see but me. And if you would prefer for no physical contact, no adjustments from me during Savasana, then if you could just raise your hand right now, and I'll be the only one that sees, but then I won't come around. If I do come around to make adjustments, know that I'm not asking you to change anything. It's just kind of like a nice massage. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, making life back into your body. And take your time pushing yourself back up into any comfortable seated pose. Bring your hands to your heart center for just a few final words. So with your hands to your heart center, just take a moment to let your heart be full of gratitude. If you feel more comfortable, you can offer a prayer at this time. Just allow thoughts of gratitude to overwhelm your heart. And just pause to notice how you feel right now. And know that you can come back to this at any time by just pausing and allowing your heart to be full of gratitude. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.